Oh, I was way off.
Think your guess is close? You might be way off. Find out what this phrase really means by the end.
Weird. Who's that?
Well, time to spill the beans. Rope. Beans. This girl's got a date. Woo woo!
Let me get this straight. In the half hour I was gone, you already found a boyfriend?
What can I say? I guess I'm just irresistible.
Appeared. Who's that?
Well, time to spill the beans.
Spill the beans. The idiom spill the beans means to reveal a secret, often unintentionally. Imagine accidentally knocking over a jar of beans. They go everywhere. That's the feeling of a secret suddenly being out in the open. It's a very common and informal way to talk about telling secrets. She spilled the beans about the surprise party, and now everyone knows. This shows someone revealing secret plans. The surprise is ruined.
Got a date. Woo woo!
Let me get this straight.
Let me get this straight. Let me get this straight is a fantastic phrase used to confirm you understand a surprising or confusing situation. You're essentially asking for clarification before you react. It signals disbelief and a need to be sure about what you've just heard. It's perfect for dramatic or funny moments. Let me get this straight. You're quitting your job to become a professional gamer? It expresses surprise and asks for confirmation about a major, unexpected life decision.
Found a boyfriend?
What can I say? I guess I'm just irresistible.
Irresistible. While irresistible literally means too attractive to be resisted, in this context, it's used humorously and with a bit of playful arrogance. Mabel isn't seriously claiming to be perfect. She's exaggerating her charm after getting a date so quickly. It's a confident and funny way to react to her own success. The smell of fresh cookies from the bakery was simply irresistible. Here, it describes something so tempting you can't say no to it, highlighting a powerful attraction.
Zero.
Look, dude, I believe you. I'm always noticing weird stuff in this town. Like the mailman, pretty sure that dude's a werewolf. But you gotta have evidence. Otherwise, people are gonna think you're a major league cuckoo clock.
As always, Seuss, you're right.
I'm always noticing weird stuff in this town. Like the mailman, pretty sure that dude's a werewolf.
Dude. Dude is a very common, informal slang term for a man, similar to guy or fellow. It started in American surf culture, but is now used globally to create a relaxed, friendly, and casual tone. While it's typically used for men, it can sometimes be used for women in a very informal, joking way. Dude, you won't believe what happened to me today. It's used here as a casual opener to a story between friends, creating an informal vibe.
But you gotta have evidence. Otherwise, people are gonna think you're a major league cuckoo clock.
Major league cuckoo clock. This is a highly creative and funny insult. Major league means to a great extent or at the highest level. A cuckoo clock is used metaphorically to call someone crazy. So, a major league cuckoo clock means someone is acting exceptionally strange or crazy. It's not a standard idiom, but it's a perfect example of how English speakers creatively combine phrases. He started talking to his plants, and I thought he was a total cuckoo clock. It humorously describes someone's eccentric behavior as being a bit crazy or strange.
Accidentally overstocked some inventory, so, how's about each of you take one item from the gift shop on the house, you know?
Really?
What's the catch?
The catch is do it before I change my mind. Now take some. How's about each of you take one item from the gift shop on the house, you know?
On the house. The phrase on the house is a fantastic idiom that means something is given for free by a business. The house refers to the establishment, like a restaurant or shop. If a drink is on the house, You don't have to pay for it. It's often used as a gesture of goodwill or an apology for bad service. Because we were celebrating our anniversary, the restaurant gave us dessert on the house. It describes receiving a complimentary item from a business as a kind gesture.
From the gift shop on the house, you know?
Really?
What's the catch?
The cat.
What's the catch? This is a crucial question to learn. You ask, what's the catch, when an offer seems too good to be true. A catch is a hidden problem or disadvantage that makes a deal less attractive than it first appears. It shows you are being cautious and a little suspicious. It's a very natural response to a surprisingly generous offer. They offered me a free vacation, but I had to ask, what's the catch? It shows skepticism about an offer that seems overly generous, suspecting there are hidden conditions.
Really?
What's the catch?
The catch is do it before I change my mind. Now take something.
Change my mind. The collocation change my mind means to alter your decision or opinion about something. It's an extremely common and natural phrase in everyday English. In this scene, Grunkle Stan is saying the only catch is that his offer is for a limited time before he decides against it. He is urging them to act quickly. I was going to go to the beach, but I saw the weather and changed my mind. This shows someone making a new decision based on new information.
Lee.
I rigged it.
Mabel, I know you're going through your whole boy crazy phase, but I think you're kind of overdoing it with the crazy part.
What?
Luli.
I rigged it.
Mabel?
Rigged. To rig something means to dishonestly arrange or manipulate the outcome of an event, like a game or an election. Here, Mabel uses it in a very low-stakes, playful way. She's admitting she cheated to get the boy's attention. It implies clever and often unfair manipulation to get a desired result. He claimed the competition was rigged because the judge's son won. It describes a situation where the result is believed to be unfair and predetermined.
I rigged it.
Mabel, I know you're going through your whole boy
Boy-crazy phase. A boy-crazy phase describes a period in a young person's life, usually a teenager, where they are extremely interested in boys and romance. The word crazy here is an exaggeration meaning intensely focused on. It's often used by an older or more mature person to describe this behavior in a slightly dismissive but understanding way. My little sister is in her boy-crazy phase. She talks about nothing else. It describes a period of intense, singular focus on romantic interests.
whole boy crazy phase, but I think you're kind of overdoing it with the crazy part.
Overdoing it. When you overdo it, you do something to an excessive degree. You're trying too hard or going too far. Dipper is telling Mabel that her efforts to get a boyfriend are becoming too extreme and intense. It's a common way to suggest someone should calm down and be less dramatic. He was just trying to be funny, but with all the jokes, he was really overdoing it. It means someone is trying too hard, to the point where it becomes annoying or ineffective.
Isn't that right, honey?
You guys are butt faces!
Give her back right now or else.
You think you can stop us, boy? You have no idea what we're capable of. The gnomes are a powerful race. Do not trifle with the...
Eternity. Isn't that right, honey?
You guys are butt faces!
Butt faces. Butt face is a very childish and silly insult. It's not strong or genuinely offensive. It's something a kid would say to be mean without using a bad word. By using this word, the show keeps the tone light and funny. It's a perfect example of a playful, harmless insult when you want to call someone a jerk in a goofy way. The character in the cartoon called the villain a butt face after his plan failed. It highlights the use of a silly, non-serious insult in a humorous context.
Faces!
Give her back right now or else.
Or else. Using or else at the end of a command is a way of making a threat without stating the specific consequence. The threat is implied. Dipper is saying the gnomes must return Mabel, and if they don't, something bad will happen. It's a dramatic and forceful way to issue a warning. You better finish your homework or else. This implies a punishment, like no TV, without explicitly saying what it is.
You're a powerful race. Do not trifle with the...
Trifle with. Trifle with is a formal and somewhat old-fashioned phrase, meaning to treat someone or something without proper respect or seriousness. The gnome is trying to sound powerful and important, warning Dipper not to underestimate them. It's humorous because such a formal phrase is coming from a tiny gnome, but it means, don't mess with us. He is a dangerous man, not someone to be trifled with. It means the person is powerful and should be taken seriously and not provoked.
Better.
My sister tended to look on the bright side of things,
Yay! Grass!
but I was having a hard time getting used to our new...
Sweater.
My sister tended to look on the bright side of things.
Look on the bright side. To look on the bright side is to find something good or hopeful in a bad situation. It's about being optimistic and positive, even when things are difficult. Dipper is explaining that his sister, Mabel, has a naturally optimistic personality and always tries to see the good in any circumstance. I lost my job, but I'm trying to look on the bright side. Now I can find a career I truly love. It describes finding a positive perspective in a negative event.
Hey, grass!
But I was having a hard time getting used to our new surroundings.
Having a hard time. The expression having a hard time means to experience difficulty with something. It's a very common and versatile phrase. You can have a hard time with a task, a situation, or an emotion. Here, Dipper is saying he found it difficult to adapt to his new environment in Gravity Falls. She's having a hard time with her exams this semester. This expresses that someone is finding their studies very difficult and challenging.
Dipper! Norman turned out to be a bunch of gnomes, and they're total jerks! Ugh, hair!
Gnomes? Oh, I was way off. Gnomes, little men of the Gravity Falls forest. Weaknesses...
Dipper! Norman turned out to be a bunch of gnomes!
Turned out to be. The phrasal verb turned out to be is used to describe an unexpected result or discovery. You use it when the reality of a situation is different from what was initially believed. Mabel thought Norman was a charming teenage boy, but the surprising reality was that he was a group of gnomes in disguise. It's perfect for revealing twists. The scary noise turned out to be just the cat playing with a toy. It describes how something that seemed frightening was actually something harmless.
Norman turned out to be a bunch of gnomes, and they're total jerks! Ugh, hair!
Jerks. Jerk is a common slang word for a person who is mean, stupid, or inconsiderate. It's a general-purpose insult for someone who behaves badly towards others. Mabel calls the gnomes jerks because they tricked her and then tried to kidnap her. It's informal but widely understood. That guy cut in line in front of everyone. What a jerk. It describes someone who is rude and shows a lack of respect for others.
Ugh, hair!
Gnomes? Oh, I was way off.
Way off. If you are way off, it means your guess, prediction, or assumption was completely wrong. The phrase way off emphasizes that you weren't just a little bit wrong. You were very, very wrong. Dipper thought Norman was a zombie, so discovering he was actually a pile of gnomes means his theory was way off. I thought the tickets would cost $20, but they were $100. I was way off. It highlights a significant difference between an estimate and the actual reality.
Hope you learned something cool today with English by Movie. Hit like, subscribe for more, and let's chat in the comments. Don't miss what's coming next. Bye for now.